Hello everyone, this is a Geek Must Have with another Peppermint experiment video. The Peppermint experiment is trying to answer the question, can you use a Linux desktop like Peppermint 10 in place of a Windows 10 desktop? This part of the experiment covers how to get Windows shares to work with Samba and SMB. Watch the video to find out how it's done. To have a laboratory to perform the Peppermint experiments, Geek Must Have has got an inexpensive HP dual-core notebook with 4 gigabytes of memory and 45 gigabytes of disk, and then installed Peppermint 10 over Windows 10. There's a separate video showing how the Peppermint 10 installation was done, and I will put a link to that video in the description below and in a card above. The Peppermint notebook is being used on a daily basis for any and all tasks that would have been done with Windows. I have a number of Windows systems and network attached storage, also known as NAS systems, that I need to reference on a regular basis. The Peppermint 10 installation installs a component called SMB and the software called Samba that's intended to help access these Windows shares. SMB, also known as Server Message Block, is a network protocol used by Windows-based computers and network-attached storage systems that allow these systems to share files within the same network. It allows computers connected on the same network or domain to access the files from other local computers as easily as if they were on the Peppermint's local hard drive. Not only does SMB allow computers to share files, but it also enables computers to share printers and serial ports from other computers within the same network. After the initial installation of Peppermint 10, the Network tab doesn't show any of the Windows shares. So we'll go to File Explorer, and we'll go to Network, and we'll go to the Windows Network. And this is pretty much an empty panel. And that's because the current version of Samba changed the default client MAX protocol from NT1 to SMB3. This broke browsing using SMB with the default settings because only NT1 or SMB1 protocol can browse the network. By editing the Samba configuration file, we can enable Peppermint 10 browsing of Windows shares. The Samba configuration file can be found at /etc/samba/smb.config. And it is a system file which requires the editor to be either in admin or sudo mode. So we'll open the editor using terminal. And we'll start the editor by sudo gedit. And we'll need to key in, because it's sudo, our password. And now we need to open that file. And if we start at home and go backwards, we can then click on the Show Me All of the Files, go to ETC, then go to Samba, and there is the SMB config file. Now we need to make one simple change after this workgroup equals workgroup. So we'll go down to here, and the change is client max protocol equals NT1. Also same as SMB1. We'll save this file out. Close the editor, and reboot the system. After that change to the smb.config file, we will go to the File Explorer, and we will go to Network, and we'll scroll down. You'll see all of our drives listed here as well. There's Mondo NAS, but also if we scroll down and we go to the Windows Network and go to Workgroup, we will see all of the systems that we use. So I will go to LS Media. I will go to the Share. It's asking for me to connect to that device. Which I'll do. And I'll ask for it to remember the password forever, because this machine is always in my lab. And now it's saying I would like to add that password to the default keyring. This is kind of like either KeePass or LastPass for the Linux. So now it's created a link to the share share drive. It's kind of unusual. It's the share called share on LS Media. And I'm going to right click on that and add a bookmark. So now that it shows up here on the top, so later when I need to connect to it, all I will need to do is click on that bookmark to go right to it and not have to worry about a password. Next, I would like to show how to connect to one of the Windows shares. So we'll go back to Network and to the Windows Network and to the Workgroup. And is one of the main systems, Windows systems, I do my work, especially my editing for the YouTube videos. And I would like to connect to the share called the F drive. And all of the videos I do my editing on are under this Geek Must Have folder. But now I have the F drive on. And I'm going to right click on this and add a bookmark. So now I can go to the F drive on later by just clicking on this. This wraps up how to get Windows and NAS shares to work on Peppermint 10. Press the like button if the video was useful or entertaining. Subscribe to my channel because you make me smile, and I have a personal goal of 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Leave me a comment with suggestions, requests, or even criticisms. I try to respond to any and all comments. I have a companion blog at geekmusthave.com where I ramble on about all things technical. Stop by and visit me. I'll leave my email in the description below if you want to send me a message. Thank you, and have a good one.